mapped network drive here called Ultrasounds.
Sweet.
It's just CPX Ultrasounds. If you open it up, this is the installation.
Cool.
This MyLab Desk. You can copy this and take it anywhere. This is the folder that MyLab Desk reads from.
Got it.
For the archive. You don't want to mess with this.
Okay.
The user logged in does have to have read and write. I gave all users read and write to this folder.
Okay.
So that's just regular read and write.
Cool. So basically, if you want to install it, you copy and paste that MyLab Desk file.
Yeah, you would
to
copy.
whatever
You don't want to
computer.
run the installation across the network. You want to copy and paste it to the computer.
Got it.
And
Okay.
then here's the launch icon.
Is it correct that I should only have one workstation running this at a
You
time?
should only have one accessing it. You can install it a couple places, but you only one can read. It'll lock it.
Oh,
You'll
reading
get it,
at a
you'll
time.
get it in read only, and you won't be able to adjust anything or make any corrections if.
Oh, that's
you have
pretty cool
multiple
though.
Open. Yeah.
But I could like load it here
It's
and on
really
my own personal laptop,
Yes.
and then
yes.
just
You
knowing
can,
I won't
we
use them
say
at the same
you can
time.
have up to 3 licenses is what you get.
Got it. Okay.
So I have the selected archive set at ultrasounds,
Okay.
which is on the server. This
Sweet.
was my sample study. It'll take a little bit of time, and then you can do your item here to the next one. I just did
I
per
see.
audit.
Cool.
This is a pretty demanding software. I was suggesting, since you're going to reload, maybe get a solid state and double the RAM if you can. That's not too much money. That'll make a huge difference.
Sure. Yeah.
Especially when
Easy.
it comes to processing any video clips.
Yes.
One
I can
thing everybody
imagine.
misses is down here, these little dots.
Yeah.
That's a second option, your worksheets over
Oh, cool. Okay.
there. So,
Nice.
and archive is pretty much your home here because you
I
don't have
see.
acquire. It's
Okay.
just archive.
Got it.
So this was me, the test one. That's the basics for this software.
Okay.
I'll
Awesome.
give you some on the machine.
Yeah.
So you got 2 probes that can be connected at once.
Okay.
You have 3. There's
Yeah.
a thumb lever. You want to kind of, don't just stick it in and lock it. You want to kind of heel toe or toe heel rock it and feel that flat spot before you lock it.
I see.
Because I do have a lot of doctors say, my probe's not working. And it's because they don't have it seated all the way.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Good to know. And you have to freeze the image before replacing it. Is that correct?
No, this thing, you can go live, hot, whatever.
Really? So you can just...
Yeah, it's
oh, that's
completely-
good. We don't have to worry about it killing it with the...
completely hot swappable on these.
Great. Awesome.
So this will be your home screen.
Okay.
You can touch the keyboard to enter data. Test, tab, dog, and any other identification, birth, age, whatever you
Sweet.
want.
Rockin'.
And I'm gonna do Dodd, because you'll see why in a minute. Pick your probe, the microconvex,
Okay.
or the phased array.
Okay.
Pick your species. So I'm gonna do microconvex, canine, abdomen, small. Once you hit your third, it goes right into starting,
Nice.
and you are in your live image. Adjust your depth, focus depth, not your field depth, but your
Right.
focus depth.
Okay.
And then everything in blue is what this button associates with. So that's on depth.
I see.
That will go shallower, deeper. Focus position, you can also adjust that here. Size, you can shrink it down a little.
Nice.
Then you get into all your good stuff. Dynamic range, dynamic compression. Applications will help you with that. You get an image you want, freeze it, clip it. You can see it's put it right there. If you're
Got
in
it.
live and you want a video, you hit acquire, and it will go. It's pretty long right now.
So clip image is the
Steel.
past. It goes a few seconds or 10 whatever seconds in the past, and then acquire is a few seconds basically current. It's as
Acquire
you
is
scan.
current. It goes until you hit it the second time, and then it goes
Sweet.
backwards. So you can see I've got a still and a video there.
Nice.
And unfreeze it will get you back. You can add your CFM or pulse wave or both. Go back to B mode, your basic. When you're done, hit end, play and start.
Got it.
Now here at the end, it's set to save automatically to the local archive. I will actually tell it to save automatically to that folder as well.
Okay, cool.
But you have your options for Dr. Rivers, AIS, Smart Packs. This is what was all on your sheet. I put them in there so
Cool.
you can do it
Good.
as needed.
And is it possible to automatically send it to Smart Packs too?
Yes, that's it. I'll show you to do that right now because you're going to want
Sure.
it. So if you press menu and you go to saving options, you'll always have to hit edit when you're in the menu. Otherwise, you're just viewing.
Okay.
As soon as you hit edit, now we're at the save. So natively, which is what MyLab Desk reads, we want it to go to ultrasounds. DICOM, you're saying auto to Smart Packs?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Smart Packs.
That's our digital X-ray server.
That's there. So say save. Now at the end, it doesn't necessarily automatically save, but at the end of those will be checked. You can just say okay.
Got
You
it.
can add if you want. You can remove if you want.
I see. I see.
As needed. And then back to menu. So archive to review. I remember when I said I intentionally misspelled dog.
Yeah.
Because I want to show you when you do that, you just highlight it and touch patient ID. That allows you to bring your keyboard back up.
Oh, and
And
fix
so
the
it's
misspelling.
the
That's
O.
always very good. Can't tell you how many times we run into that
And
kind
then
of thing
say,
with our
okay.
digital X-ray.
It says, do you really want to? Okay.
Yeah.
And now it's a test dog.
Yeah. Okay.
That's about the basics, except for
Yeah, you guys can induce
the
if.
drugs?
Yeah, actually, I didn't pull them up,
Okay.
and I mean, if Dr. Ten's available to help induce, we can. Otherwise, I'll do it after this.
Right now, but
Okay, we can just do it after.
yeah, if you were to decide at a later time you want Dr. Rivers
Mhm.
to look at it, highlight the one you want, touch export, come down here to DICOM and select Dr. Rivers.
Sweet.
Say okay, and away it goes.
Nice.
We're not gonna waste Dr. Rivers' time. So you can though,
Really
if
gonna?
you do decide to, you'd be like, did Clint do that? If you come to DICOM, once again hit edit, storage. This is all of your people. So if you want, like if I go to Dr. Rivers right now and hit edit, I can do a verify. And you can see association
Sweet.
open. So we have a path to Dr. Rivers, and they all do the same. I won't waste your time showing you them all. But they do all verify. So that's what we have. Dr. Rivers, AIS, and Smart Packs. AIS was on the list. I wasn't sure. Do you know who that is? What that
Yeah,
is?
that's Antech's or Sound's
okay.
version of online.
Okay,
So when
that's the
Rivers
Sound
isn't
one.
here, then we'll
You
use that as a
okay,
backup.
all right. But none of these are automatic. Except,
it.
oh, wait, we did 2 Smart Packs. Yes, see where it says enabled, yes. Send image. Don't get confused. That means send image immediately on acquire. You don't want that.
I see.
So back to the one that's going to be the most common would be the saving options. When you decide you do, this
see.
is where you set who automatically gets selected.
I see.
Right now, Smart Packs under the DICOM format,
Perfect.
native to the ultrasounds. That's your folder on your server,
Okay.
which MyLab Desk will read.
Is native like the raw data?
Native is the way we save it.
I
Our
see.
proprietary format that meets all the HIPAA requirements. All this gets based off of the human
So
standards.
technically, that's like the core of this database,
Yeah.
and it's held in our regular server on that
it's
share
also
folder.
saved in here too.
In
so
2
it's here.
places. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Nice.
And you can see you got batteries 89%. So if
Mhm.
the power were to go out right now, this thing will still run.
Sweet.
I could unplug it. It's unplugged. It has no power. You can see your lightning bolt went off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this has a flat spot on it. Flat spot up. Flat spot up.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little coupling to remove.
Yeah. That's perfect.
So we
Okay.
got a lightning bolt.
There's the lightning bolt.
It'll run for an hour. You could actually do a scan.
That's really cool.
If you had to. But so, I mean,
Super
the
useful.
ER triage on the human side, they like this just for that, because they have a stand like this. They'll unplug it, roll it, triage, bring it back, plug it in.
Oh, that's a wonderful feature.
Don't let anybody tell you it's a laptop and going to last all day, because it won't.
It won't, yeah.
No, it's too demanding on power.
Yeah, sure.
Any simple questions? That's about as far as I normally go.
Yeah. So in terms of like using it, like as I move through it and do a scan and label things, where's a good resource for that? Is there a PDF or booklet or something? I
Quick
can
start here, and you'll get your training. Here's our quick start guide.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And that's the USB when you get your applications training.
Uh-huh.
Once they're all done, they'll save your config on that. Don't put that someplace safe. You don't want to lose it. Because if I have to replace a hard drive or anything in the future,
sure,
that's where we'll just get you right back to where you were. And all your images should be on the server, so you shouldn't lose anything.
Wonderful. So that's great, and you said it automatically goes to the server then.
Once
at
you
the end.
end the exam, okay, unless you want to check it.
Got it.
It's just automatically checked.
I see. One other thing I was wondering is there a way for me to request a study or like basically populate this information from Cornerstone? Like if
You need to get that. We do have that ability. Cornerstone's gonna have to help with that. If you go to menu, so do you do orders to radiography?
I don't at the moment, but I do it for our lab, like our in-house lab. And it's super useful.
Yeah, so it would be right here under the DICOM and edit. Instead of storage, it's this work list.
Okay.
And you got to work with them
to fill out all that stuff.
And they have to add this machine. And it's not that tough. And then when you do have it configured, you'll get an extra button when you're here at the start. You'll get a work list. Oh, it's here. It's just grayed out. See, you don't.
Got it.
So then you could click on here, and any orders would. So you
Lovely.
pick which dog you got on the table. Click that one, and
everything's filled in.
Identification, birth date, age, all that will go there.
Love it.
And then when you're done, hit send.
Great.
So I have seen it done with Cornerstone. It's always a little different.
Sure.
So
I'll call them to set that up. Yeah, no problem.
And we do have a guy dedicated, Tom Thornton. If Cornerstone says they need a guy on this, just call the 800 number. Say you need some DICOM help, request Tom Thornton. He's our only guy that actually has remote access to the system.
Got it.
So he can be on the phone with Cornerstone.
That's pretty cool.
And they can be remoted into their system, and he can be remoted into this, and they can work it out over the phone, and then you come back and it works.
That's awesome. Wow. All right. So easy. Do you have a computer name for this thing?
It is. I do. I can find it. It also has an AE title name of just MyLab. That's our default, which that can be changed under the DICOM. If you go
AE title.
It's
Okay.
the local AE title. This is
So
what
I can
we
edit
use.
that and not break anything with regards to connection.
Exactly.
And
That
other things.
won't break
Okay.
anything. But you may have Cornerstone when you go to do work list may say they want this to be something specific.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
So I wouldn't mess. It doesn't. Nobody sees this anywhere. You can't even see that MyLab name on the network.
Got it. Okay.
As far as like the Windows name, have to go into Windows to see that. It does. It's called Windows dash blah blah blah, like a typical OEM type standardized name.
Okay. Perfect.
A Wi-Fi signal. You can see it shows connected.
Yeah.
That's just back in network.
Yep. That's our in-house network.
Edit.
So yeah, it's behind our firewall then.
Yeah,
so
it is. It's on the Camino PEP. I already checked all that. And then network directory is the one I created.
Perfect.
Where description, ultrasounds. I always use the IP address because that never fails. And then Camino PET / ultrasound.
Sweet.
Is the name, and then the password, which is my own cryptic thing that I always make the same, and I can write that down for you.
Okay.
So that way if you need to. But that, I set it up like a service account, password won't expire. It's called Ultrasound. I gave it a description in Active Directory that says Ultrasound Access.
Fabulous.
I'll
Fabulous.
try to make it easy so anybody can walk in and look at it and go, okay, that's what that's for. And not be
Nice.
like, what the heck is this user account? Why is that there?
Well, it helps that you have networking experience.
Yes. And then your IT guy's like, where'd this come from? He turns it off, and then you're calling me, my ultrasound machine won't connect anymore. And it's
Absolutely.
because I just put a random thing. So
Cool.
Esaote Ultrasound is the username. Ultrasound is the actual username. And Ultrasound Access is the description.
Perfect. User manual for this? Is there a PDF or something like that?
They have. Glenn will have to email it too.
Okay. Sweet.
We just have the quick start.
Sure.
We don't have a full. I don't think there is a full.
Yeah, those paper ones are awkward anyway, but...
This one is the advanced users.
Okay. Sweet.
A little more advanced. And this one is the quick start. You got free time. Your free time reading.
Oh, yeah. Tons of free time now.
Exactly. But yeah, Glenn
Alright.
can help you with any just quick little questions. If you can't get a hold of me, I'll leave you my card.
Fantastic.
And it's just a one-off. 9 seconds. If you accidentally bump it, hit cancel. It won't shut down on you.
Should we be shutting it down every day, or is
I
it...
shut it down every night before you leave. Yeah.
Okay. That's good to
When the
know.
hospital's closed, it should be shut off.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. Cool. Well, hey, that covers my
should
questions.
Enjoy, yeah.
I cannot wait to use this machine.
Yeah.
Yay.
The cart does go up and down.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing to check. Where do you push it?
It's just like a chair. It's right here. This lever. Here, we can fold this down.
Yeah. Okay, that's
So
cool.
it's just like,
You
and
lift
it's
it.
pretty tough. You gotta lean into it. So if you're doing a big dog down on the ground, you can
Yep.
kind of get wet.
Yeah, that's what I
The
was
monitor
wondering.
does. It will
Oh,
do
wow.
a little, but when it stops, it's supposed to stop. Don't be the guy that goes, I want it to go all the way around, and then it just breaks, and we've had to replace those
Oh,
hinges.
God. What a nightmare.
And it's
Okay.
about $1,800 if you break that.
Oh.
Because that's not a warranty coverage.
Yeah.
If you break
That's a dumb user mistake.
Exactly.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Up and
You
down.
can take this off when you get to that point. I just always leave them on. A lot of some docs.
Is
you
this
get
to
split.
protect the?
It's just from shipping. I keep them
Ah.
on there in the vet hospitals because it does kind of keep things clean, but
Yeah.
eventually you get stuff down in there and it gets nasty, and you want to be able to wipe the whole cord. So
That makes
take it off.
sense. Makes sense. Cleaning these, what product would you use if you had to kind of wipe
Minimal
it down?
Alcohol. So like less than 20% alcohol for any,
Oh.
especially these probes.
So diluted.
Yeah,
Alright.
they'll tell you not to use any alcohol, but I know
Wow.
some are using low alcohol. Like there's a stuff called Sono wipes.
Oh.
It's like a baby wipe almost, and it's got it's like that. What is it? CPX or it's a lot of the stuff that humans use.
I see.
Humans use.
What about for imaging? Because we typically have used alcohol together with the goo.
Yeah, you have to do that. I mean, there's no way. I mean, some docs use 80% on that, like real thin, but water works just as good, honestly.
Oh,
The
that's
difference
good
is
to know.
alcohol will evaporate a little quicker. Gets
Okay.
away, but really,
Huh.
you're just trying to get contact.
That's good to know, actually.
If
And then
you-
that's not going to damage that. There's no
Yeah,
risk of damaging the thing.
exactly.
Interesting.
You definitely don't want to soak.
Hmm.
Let it soak in high alcohol. I mean, if you're gonna use the liquid, do like 20%.
Hmm.
So what would that be? You would take your 80% alcohol and mix it 4-to-1.
Mm-hmm.
That'll
Mhm.
get you.
Fascinating.
That'll get you low enough, because these membranes, the adhesive they use, eventually alcohol gets in there and it starts to peel and come off, and then you lose your waterproof protection to the electronics.
Is there a safe disinfectant that you can use to wipe
Yeah, that's
those?
those Sono wipes. They have a list on the webpage. I
Oh,
don't know why
cool.
I'll print it and have it And the applications,
Oh, I'm already popped
people,
out, Dad.
Esaote.com, if you look, there's stuff there.
Esaote.com. Okay. Cool.
Esaote.com. I do not have.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, that is really useful information. Huh. Cool. So.
Yeah, and everybody, all the vets use the alcohol, especially the wine guys.
It's funny because that's how I was trained, but this was like 20 years ago now. And I was like, you know how to.
I know, that's how a lot of the vets are trained, and they all do it, even though.
Interesting. Yeah, there's no advantage then for that. Then we're just gonna use water. Why not?
Yeah, you get it in there. I mean, you know, water has surface tension, a little bit different, a little higher surface tension than alcohol. My guess is that's why they like
That
the
might be it.
alcohol
Maybe it
to
doesn't
break,
get quite
so it
as
kinda
perfect.
spreads a little better, yeah.
Yeah.
But
these
nothing
machines
works as
now.
good as the gel.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And I find the gel sometimes spreads more readily if there's a little alcohol in there, but maybe with the water, I haven't
If you
tried that.
have-
I'll try that.
From
Yeah.
my understanding, the guys who like to use alcohol are the guys who do not want to use shave, and gel's a pain in the butt to get out of all the fur. So the alcohol kind of gets rid of all the air bubbles, gets rid of the dirt debris, and then they just kind of get through the fur, and
I see.
I think that's where it started.
I see.
But nowadays you'll just shave them.
Yeah, we shave them.
It'll grow back.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's, I mean, gel works, and gel, it's water-based, it's not toxic. I don't think that gel's, they can lick it. I don't think it's going to hurt them.
All right. Well, I'm excited.